Hello.
Hi, ma'am. Ooh,
Good to see you.
Okay. Where were you born to start off with?
I was born in Vienna, Austria,
Okay.
April 16th, 1926.
Okay. What were your earliest memories of your parents?
When I was 2 years old.
And of your school?
When I was 4 years old, I went to nursery school.
Okay. Now let's jump ahead a few years. What year were you born? What year were you married?
I was married in 1946
To who?
to Peter W. Smetana,
Okay.
your grandfather.
Yep, I know that. Where were you married?
I was married in Vienna
Austria?
at the American consulate.
Okay. And did you have any children in Austria while you were married?
Yes, I had one son, your uncle, Dennis George Smetana,
Okay.
who's now 46 years old.
Okay, I want to sort of skip off of them because I know I don't want to do them too much. How'd you get to school when you were young? I know we take buses.
I went by skis in the winter. I walked in the spring. Summer we just had a good time. And in the fall we took the hay wagon sometimes and we hitched a ride just for the fun of it.
What was your extent of your schooling?
Well, the extent of my schooling was basically about 12 years.
So about...
No, not 12, excuse me, 4 and 6, 10 years.
Like what grade?
Well, I took what is called a matura, little matura, at 16, which was which grade?
12?
Which would be here, what is the end of high school?
12.
12, then would be 10th grade.
Okay. And then you would have gone to college. I don't know what to ask you. Oh, okay. Did you come to America with your parents?
No, I came with your grandfather.
Okay, and with Uncle Dennis, I presume.
Mm-hmm.
I know Peter, my grandfather, had a sister. Can you tell us a little bit about her?
Well, Auntie Laurie was 14 years old when I came to America, and she's going to be 60 on May 1st of this year. She was a beautiful little girl with long blonde hair and the sweetest little thing that you can imagine. And she loved both Dennis and your father very, very much.
I know you play the piano. When did you start? And
I
did
started
you stop?
to play the piano when I was 5 years old. And I went to the music academy in Vienna, and I was very, very good with the piano, as I think you know. I also played the accordion when I was 12 years old, but I was so small and so skinny that I always fell over when I used the accordion because it was too heavy for me. And what else can I tell you?
That's right, parents. Sorry, they're probably watching a funny show.
What else would you like to know?
When you came to America, what was the economy? Was it good? Were you able to buy things?
The economy was, I guess, very good. I really didn't pay too much attention to that at the time, but it was very, very difficult to get an apartment. It was very difficult to get cars. It was almost impossible to get furniture because it was just after the war, and there were very many things that were not available.
Okay. Did you do any like after school activities or after school jobs?
No, we didn't, darling, because we went to school from 8 o'clock until 1 o'clock. And then we came home for lunch and we went back to school from 3 o'clock until 6 o'clock. But we did, on weekends, do ice skating. I also did horseback riding. I played tennis. I went swimming, indoor and outdoor.
Okay.
And I was skiing too.
Okay. But how long did I know since you were probably married in Vienna to an American citizen? Were you married as an American?
I was married as a foreign subject to an American citizen
Okay,
in the employ of the American government.
How long did it take before you became an American citizen?
2 years.
Okay, so you were an American citizen already in Austria?
No. I became an American citizen in America.
Okay.
In New York, to be exact.
Okay. What was your first house? Was it like an apartment?
My first house, I lived with your grandfather's parents on 81st Street in Riverside Drive, in their home, where they built an apartment for Grandpa, Dennis and myself, and then your father, because your father was born in 1951, and he also lived there.
Grandpa was also born in Austria?
Yes.
And then he moved to Germany?
No, he never moved to Germany. He emigrated through many countries: Italy, France, Spain, Portugal, Cuba, New York.
Can you tell us like what languages he spoke?
Grandpa spoke English, German, French fluently.
That's good. Also Austrian, right?
There is no Austrian, darling, it's German.
Oh, German. Okay, I'm sorry.
It's just a different dialect than we was...
Okay. Did you have any family heirlooms, like sentimental pictures of things?
Yes.
Like what?
Well, I have a beautiful vase that is a museum piece that I just took to Florida, where, as you know, I have a lovely apartment in Highland Beach. And I have beautiful paintings, two of which I gave to your parents just now. And I have some very beautiful etchings.
Oh, you can keep going. I know you have pictures and things.
Carpet and oriental rugs that are quite valuable.
Were you named after anybody?
No.
Okay, did anybody, like your parents, did they come after you were married to America?
Did my parents come to America? No, they never came to America. My mother, your great-grandmother, was petrified of ships and airplanes, and since it was hardly possible to walk across the Atlantic Ocean, she never came. So consequently, Grandpa and I had to always visit over there.
Okay, did his parents come?
Yes, his parents came. Grandpa came with his parents to America, and his sister.
Oh, so they...
And his grandparents, and his aunt and uncle and cousins.
So while he was over in Austria, his parents and
were here in America.
Oh, okay. That clears up some stuff. Do you have any stories that you could tell about your parents?
Your great-grandfather, my father, had a sewing machine establishment, and which was very famous. It was competition to singer. It was called Rastelgasse. Your great-grandmother was just a housewife. She did nothing. At that time, ladies did not work or anything like that, or have any hobbies except... no, she had no hobbies. She liked to eat pastry and drink coffee.
Did you have any favorite entertainers?
Yes, Louis Armstrong, Fred Astaire,
Okay.
Frank Sinatra,
Obviously, everybody
Leonie Rissenet,
Did you meet any of them?
Did I meet any of them personally?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay. Did you have any incidents that were funny with your family, or not really?
Not that I can really recall. I mean, I was a very happy child. I had a very, very nice childhood.
When you first came to America, what was your first job?
I didn't have a job, darling.
Yeah,
I was a mommy.
but sooner or later you had a job.
Sooner or later, I worked and sold real estate.
Okay, I think that's about it. Except for one last question. You know, like Smetana, do you know like where that name came from?
The name is a Czech name and has different meanings in different Eastern countries. In Russia, it means sweet cream. In Poland, it means sour cream. And in Czech, it means just nothing. But the name is a very, very famous name because, as you very well know, there is a great, great uncle by the name of Smetana, who is a very famous composer.
Any relation to me, by any chance?
Yes. Well, far, far removed. I mean, you know.
Yeah, obviously. So that's about it. What was your maiden name?
My name was Jelinek.
Yellowneck?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I want to ask you a question. No, I forgot. This is sort of funny questions, but when did Grandpa come to the United States?
Grandpa came in October of 1941.
Okay, you answered infamous or famous characters. Do you have like stories about any ancestors that you know? Any stories that you heard?
No, really not, Brian. I don't know anything about my ancestors.
No, not that I know much, but...
I mean, I have... my grandfather came from Czechoslovakia, and he was working for the government.
Okay.
And that's about all I know.
That's about all the time we have, too. I didn't want it to be too long to bore the kids in my class. But I thought that was fun, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. I enjoyed it very much.
One last question.
And I also phoned them. We did have telephone contact, but we didn't have enough money to immediately go visit back because it was very, very expensive to travel with 2 children to go to Europe.
Okay, that's it. Thank you for coming.
You're very welcome. It was my pleasure.
Okay.
We should do this more often so you know your family history.
Okay. Let's see. Just to make sure we didn't miss anything that you'd like to know. Is there anything you wanted to tell us extra that I didn't mention?
Well, I would say one of the greatest pleasures of my life was when you were born.
Obviously.
And you were just a cute little baby. And then, of course, when your brother was born, he chose to be born on the biggest snowstorm that you can imagine. He had absolutely no decency to come on a sunny day. He had to come in deep, deep snow. And ever since then, I think every year on his birthday, January 14th, it rains or snows.
Except for this year. I don't think.
You didn't know?